Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Taken down at the 22.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
First and goal from the 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Mayfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Jets nothing.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
The extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up
the Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. He gives this one to Washington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That was a nice run, a nice gain there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 4.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing, Mayfield, going to take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys are...
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the Jets' 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a timeout.
The line of scrimmage.
7 seconds left in the first half.
And it's third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Down, Jets. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And that one makes it 14-7. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think...
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Connor. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Cook, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
At the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
I can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On the play. 1st down, Bills.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 57. Mike, 57. Tackles.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Down.
bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Ready. 57's right. Here we go. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.